Hi guys, this is Adam from Cash Digital, and today I'm going to make a quick video showing you how to install Google Tag Manager on a WordPress website. Why might you want to do that? Well, Google Tag Manager will allow you to have a container in the code of your website, which allows you to inject any analytics and tracking codes that you might want to run on your website, so you can find out about what people are doing on your site, where they're clicking, and where the conversions are happening. The great thing about Tag Manager is once you've installed it, you can keep putting more and more codes in, and you don't need to go to your developer. You don't need to get a developer to help you every time you need to add code to the site. So that's why it's the preferred method to use, and I'm going to show you how to install it on a WordPress website. So let's jump straight into it. We're in at the computer, and let's get going. So the first thing you're going to do, actually, before you go to Tag Manager, the first thing you're going to do, work in Chrome and install this plugin called it's called Tag Assistant by Google, and it's going to help you to install Tag Manager. But here it is. I'll put a link to the this URL in the description. Get to this screen, add it to Chrome, and once it's running, you'll go to the site that you're going to install Tag Manager on, and you click this link, and this is disabled. You'll want to enable it. There you go, and then refresh. And it will refresh, and it will tell me that there is no tags. Result of tag analysis, no tags found on the page. So we're going to change that now by installing it. So Tag Manager, go to Tag Manager, go to Tag Manager, and if you haven't got an account already, create a free account. If you've already got one but haven't installed this thing yet, go in that way. But either way, get into the next screen, which will look something like this. Company name, choose your country, go and set up the container. It's going to ask you what type of container, whether it's for an app or for whatever it is. This is going to be for a website, so choose website, put in the URL of your domain that you're going to be tracking for, and then create that container. The next screen you're going to see after that is going to be your admin installation code. So it's going to look like this. So you've got two parts of code, which is going to create the container. Like I said before, once the container is created, you can easily add lots of scripts and codes, which is generally going to be for analytics and tracking of events, tracking of what people do on your website, and you can keep adding them through this interface once you've installed these two bits of code. Okay. First bit of code is going to go in as high up as we can in the head, and the second bit of code is going to go immediately after the body tag. Okay, so let's jump over into your WordPress backend. I'll go from the dashboard, and what you're going to want to do is go to Appearance and then Editor, and initially I'm just going to show you what we're going to do, and then I'm going to go and create the files. So I'm running on a child theme. I would suggest everyone does run on a child theme, so that what that does is you put your changes and your edits in the child theme version, and then when your theme actually gets updated and whatever, it doesn't overwrite your changes. If you don't have a child theme set up for your setup, you can edit your files in the main template, but they're likely to get knocked out of line if you do update your theme. So if you don't update your theme, don't need to worry about any of it. So my main theme is Callus, and that's where I need to go to show you the file that we're going to edit. We're looking for header.php file. Header.php file, that's where we are likely to find those two parts of the code that I said we need to change. Header.php is called on every page that loads on your site, so it's a great place to do what we want to do, because we want these changes to be on every page. So header.php is this file here, and this is the head section that we said we need to add as high up as we can. So I'm going to put it just after the meta information. So I'm going to put it on line 6, and then this is the opening body tag, and I'm going to put it the second part of the code here immediately after the body tag on line 18. Now what I want to do is copy this file and put a copy of it in my theme, in my child theme. I can't do that through this WordPress interface. I need access to my I need to do it through my cPanel, through my file manager. So I'll jump in there into my file manager, and you want to go into your file manager, and then you'll want to go into your root folder, which is generally going to be public.html. Am I already in there? This thing's in my way. Don't think so. So here we go, public.html. Let's go in there. If that's where your WordPress is installed, your installation file, then look for WP content, and then look for themes and look for the theme that you're running on. I'm technically currently running in here. This is where I want to make my changes, but I need to go and grab my file from the parent theme. So here we go, header.php. There it is. I'm going to download that. Okay, and then I'm going to come up a level and go into the child theme. And there is no header.php file here at the moment, but I'm going to upload one, and it's going to be what we just downloaded, basically. So there we go. Let's pull that in. It's uploaded that. And now if I go back into my, yeah, that's 100%. Go back into my theme editor here, and I go to my, in my case, it's going to be in my child theme. If you don't have a child theme, just go in and edit your header.php file. It's your only option. If you want to do a child theme, I'll do another video, another stage about how to set that up. So here we go. We're in the child theme header.php, and now I'm going to throw my bits of code in. So first, I said I'm going to put it in here. So it's not that one. Let's grab that. Drop that in. And then opening body tag. Here this is. This second part of the code. That in. And then we can like that. Once that stopped going around and says successful, we should have Tag Manager installed. So if I go back here, and if I reload the page, it should now tell me that I have a, there we go, I have Tag Manager installed on the site. So that's my Tag Manager ID. So that's installed, but it's not, well, it is firing tags. This one, your one will say it's not firing any tags. My one is, because I actually have Facebook Pixel installed on this one. And I did have analytics as well installed, but I took it out just before making this video, so I can now show you guys how you will do that. So you will, now that you've got an empty tag installed on your WordPress, the next thing you'll want to do is put something in the Tag Manager to track. And so we're going to use Google Analytics. So let's go into Tag Manager, and you'll be now in your workspace area once you're installed, and you will want to go to tags. That's my Facebook Pixel code, which is already installed, but we're going to do Google Analytics. So let's go here. We'll give it a name. We'll call it Universal Analytics. Tag configuration. Universal Analytics. It's going to ask me page view, select variable, new variable, and then it's going to ask me to put in the tracking ID for my analytics. So that you'll be able to get from your analytics account if you go into property settings. So you'll go into your analytics, go into property, and then property settings, and get your tracking ID. It's your UA number. Paste that in. You can save that. Give it a name, Google it, that's fine. And close that. And we want that triggering on all pages. We'll save that. And now that's created that tag. So now if I come back here to overview, where's the tag? I thought I created the tag. Did I not create the tag? Where did it go? Let's do it again. Universal Analytics, new variable. Yeah. Triggering all pages. It's saying refresh the page and try again. Didn't notice that jumping up here. Unable to save data, refresh the page and try again. Bizarre. Apologies for going quiet. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do, and don't know why it's not updated. Here we go. There you go. So it's updated now. So there you go. Universal Analytics here. We can see it here. And now to check that it is actually firing, we want to go to this preview mode. So if we click on preview and then we reload the site, and this only affects our browser that we're working on. But now we're in preview mode. When I load the site in my browser, it's going to give me some triggering, which I'm not sure how much we'll see because it's got my face in the bottom corner. So some of it's blocked out. Can I drag myself across? I can. So it gives us some summary information. Page view here is what we, number one under summary, which we're looking for. And then here it tells me that my pixel code, which is my Facebook pixel, which I already had installed, is fired once on the page view. And then my universal analytics is also fired once. And I can browse, I can go to other pages, and it will tell me on each page load what tags are firing. So again, this has fired my pixel and my universal analytics code. So if you followed what I've said on this video, you should at this stage be seeing your universal analytics, and you should see that firing on every page load. You can browse a number of pages to check that's working. Another way that you could check if it's working is you could go to your Google Analytics account and go to real-time view and see if you can see yourself browsing your site. And if you can, then you know it successfully worked. So once you've got to that stage and you can see it's firing on every page that you go and check, you can go back to your tag manager, and you now want to submit, because at the moment it's still not gone live. So you want to submit these changes so that it becomes live. So give it a name. Everything needs a name in this thing. Added analytics. There you go. Let's publish that. So now that's live. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's really it. If you followed what I've said in the video, that's live. In this tag assistant here, you'll see that you've got Google Analytics running, and you'll see that your tag manager has been picked up. And for those of you that are wondering, this is the Facebook Pixel helper, and that helps me to see that the pixel is installed on this page. And again, that pixel has been installed via the tag manager. So there you go. That's the end of the video. Hope you're able to follow it. In fact, just quickly, if you just watched this for the hell of it and you weren't going into code, you didn't have access, but you still want to be able to do this, there are plugins that will allow you to do that. Just to go through a couple of those, give you a heads up what's good. I previously had this running through a plugin. It doesn't, I suppose, put it exactly in the page where Google might be telling you should, but a good plugin to work that is insert headers and footers, worth a look. And the other one, I think it's called Duracell Tommy Google Tag Manager, something like that. It's a WordPress plugin. Here you go. This gives you the ability to install the plugin as well, but it quite clearly states in there it's putting it in the footer. So again, it will work. It will do your tracking for you, but if you're doing, tracking on an e-commerce site, or you've got multiple layers of tracking going on, you need very precise tracking. I don't think it's going to give you the best results from my understanding of it. So, like I say, two plugins worth looking at. This tag manager one I think is probably the best one, and then the insert headers and footers will allow you to insert some code in the head, and then maybe your theme, your current theme that you're running in, is quite likely that might have an area in there for installing your analytics code, or some may even have 2 sections for tag manager, some of the more modern themes. So hopefully that's helped you to get it installed. Comment, like, share, whatever you like. But certainly do comment on any questions you've got about getting this done. Feel free to ping me a message if you're stuck on something, or if your theme's slightly different and you want a bit of help, or just ask me some questions or some advice on it. More than welcome to do that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you got some value from it. Happy tracking on your websites. All the best. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.